What's good with it in the hood with it? Welcome back to the collective clips where you already know we get it in. But before we get it in, let's hit that like and subscribe button thing. Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directing the direction of the dope content that I am kicking. And I highly appreciate all the support, man. We're going up on this channel and it's all because of you. And for that, I can say I'm very humbled and I'm very much so appreciative. So gracias. Fucking Swifty, huh? Well played, right? Swifty doubles back. He drops another diss song. This vato is getting his mozzarellization on. Mozzarella. Mozzie, right? He's not playing. Swifty is taking on everybody. And I mean everybody, right? But before we get into Swifty shenanigans, I need to say that, I know people love the Super Series, Super Norteño, Super Wood. I dropped the Super Wood yesterday. Thanks for tapping in. Those of you that did. Those of you that didn't, make sure you tap into that. It's funny. And I know it's been a little slow with my videos. If you watch Gunners Collective TV, I gave you a little rundown. I got sick over the weekend. My diabetes kicked in a little tough. So I had to go to the hospital and get me some medication. And I'm just getting acclimated to it. It's making me feel a little bit Bobby Valentino, a little slow, right? So until that shit kicks in, it just is what it is, man. Don't trip. I got you guys on the Super Series. I've been very busy. I got a Super Paisa lined up for you that's going to make you guys laugh. And I got Super Norteños on the way. So be patient and bear with me, man. I got you guys. I know I got you about this feeling like, it wasn't trying to get Weller to Weller with gun, right? Well, I'm trying to get Weller to Weller too. So when I get Weller to Weller, you'll get Weller to Weller. So I got you, man. Give me a day. Give me a day. Maybe Super Paisa later on this afternoon. Anyways, trip out on Swifty, right? So I'm scrolling YouTube's and I see fucking Swifty drops a new diss. Okay, we know he did the one the other day, and I said, man, that was top 3 diss of the year. He came out like Kendrick Lamar swinging, right? A minor. That was on his shit. But this one right here, he's really going for it. This one right here, the cover, from what I've seen, the cover of the album, the cover of the song, is those funny ass fucking pictures people be drawing of Lefty Gunplay, right? He went in. This is ridiculous. I think because he knew Lefty Gunplay didn't like that shit, because when Lefty Gunplay was asked what's the craziest shit he's seen on YouTube in an interview, he said that dude on TikTok that be making those weird pictures about him, he hates that motherfucker, right? He was like, I hate that motherfucker. And so Swifty, cold character, right, took one of those pictures and put it on his album cover and dropped a diss where he's dissing everyone from Lefty to Little Weirdo to King Cash to King Little, everybody. I mean, Chito, he goes in on Chito. What's his issue with Chito? He said Chito was sucking on his pito. What's the issue with Dorita Rana? I haven't heard Chito say nothing about Swifty in the negative. I mean, besides what he used to say, right? What has gave Swifty the audacity to fucking start going in on everybody again? I think, like I said in my last take on him, I think Swifty's finally learning like, hey, I don't need anybody. I got this all on my own. I could get this again all on my own. And that's the mentality you need to have. That's the mentality I have with my channel. I do everything bolo. You don't need other people to get in your ear and try to persuade you to do this or that. You do your thing. You fuck with very few. You keep your circle small. And shit'll get better. It'll get greater later. I learned that a long time ago. There's ups and downs in the game. When you're up, man. And everyone loves you. And when you're down, everybody steps on you. That's a fact, right? And when Swifty was down, I want to be down. When he was down, right? He was getting drugged through the mud. He was all types of chichis. He was all types of fucking Swifty tetas. That's what his name was. I mean, he was out there getting water bottles thrown at him. He was like this at the concert. Wicked. He was trying to do his thing. But now he's gaining a little fan favor, right? People are like really shifting towards Swifty. He reminds me of Trump. When he was down, nobody liked him. Now all of a sudden, there's corridos made and people are they're getting behind that train, right? They're seeing what other people been trying to tell them. But this is what's up with Swifty. I'm seeing what I already knew. I knew that this vato had it in him to really lyrically be a beast. He could rap, man. There's no denying that. Anyone who denies that and thinks Swifty Blue can't rap, you're full of shit, man. Let's just be real. I'll cause it like I sees it. I'll tell you who could rap and who can't. Now imagine if Swifty was on that Thizzler cypher. That'd have been tight, right? Give that little dude his dues, his flowers. But what he's doing is very calculated. Okay, it's cold, it's calculated. Sometimes gaining attention, you have to do some tricky shit. You know, me, myself, I've never been an advocate for dissing people and doing all that. You know, I feel that you could do it on your own merits, on your own sweat. You don't need to fucking step on everyone else. But this is what this man is doing. No Vaseline, just a match and a little bit of gasoline. Light him up, burn him up, flame him on. Till Lefty's Jerry Curl is gone, right? He's on him, right? And people are liking the music, and he's getting intimate with it, meaning he's telling you intimate details about these guys we don't necessarily know, you know? Now, I'm sure these guys are going to clap back hard because they're going to be like, come on, bro, you ain't active like that. You ain't really in the streets like that. But I don't know, man. I've seen Swifty in his neighborhood. I've seen Swifty fucking giving out money to people. I've seen Swifty at the taqueria. We've seen him arguing with in the Burger King bathroom. I mean, this vato is out there, right? Now, he might be hated by some, loved by some, and respected by some, or maybe none of that. But at the end of the day, he's going to continue to do what he does. And that double up, that double back song, part 2, it's called Letter to My Opps Part 2. That motherfucker goes, right? Now, again, I don't listen to it for the disrespect of other people. Like, that right there is not what I care about. That's their business. Ultimately, they'll handle it like men, I'm sure. They're all men. But the cadence, the beat, the flow, the delivery is what I listen to. You know? But let's keep it real, man. Is Swifty getting himself in trouble? Or is he already in trouble and he's just saying, fuck it, I'm crashing out? Is he on crash out mode? I don't think so. I think Swifty is playing his hand smooth. I think what he's doing is in the best benefit of everybody. Because as long as Swifty keeps dropping lyrically some dope music, people are going to stay tuned into him, because there's people that don't know Swifty. He's gaining new fans. They're like, oh shit, this little ugly motherfucker goes, right? They're coming in, right? And then there's people that do know him. They're like, wow, I didn't know he had it in him. So he's bringing back the attention in a negative way, but not a negative way. He ain't out there fucking on Instagram running his neck, calling people out, you know, begging for money. He's not doing none of that. He's doing what he does best, and he's getting in the booth and he's telling his truth. Let me tell you the truth. He's doing it like Mozzie, trying to sound like Mozzie and everything, right? Why does everybody want to be like Mozzie? But anyway, so when I heard it, I listened to it. I heard what he had to say about all these guys, and I said, man, this works in the benefit of everyone, because now what happens is everybody can clap back. Everybody can drop a diss. Who's not waiting for Chito to clap back? I'll raise my hand first. Because out of all those guys, look, I fuck with Little Weirdo Tough. I love his music, and I think he can come hard. But really, to be totally honest and truthful with you, that's really not his stilo. You know, he makes that feel-good, slow music like what's happening, right? That's his shit. When it comes to King Little G, I don't think King Little G has so much money. You know, he's like Scrooge McDuck. I don't think he has time to really pay attention to Swifty. I heard that he did a little diss or whatever back. I didn't hear it. You know, it's like King Little G's off my radar. I just don't hear his shit. I respect him. But I just, you know, I think he's doing his own thing with his familia or whatever he's got going on. With these other guys, there's a lot of these guys I've never heard of. So I don't know them. Never heard music from them. I don't know. I don't know what to say. You know, I can't tell you about them. When it comes to Lefty and Chito, Lefty is over there doing Thizzler ciphers. He's over there fucking selling out fucking fairgrounds. And he's out there doing his thing. Yeah, he's doing the hand thing, but he's doing it, put me on the beat. Put me on that. He's making money. So let's get about the fucking guy in where he fit in, right? And he's doing his thing. So I don't know if he's really focusing right now on disrespecting people or dissing, because I think he's in a different type of lane. I think everyone's here and Lefty's here. Not lyrically, because Swifty's here, right? Compared to Lefty. But Lefty definitely has the people behind him, the support, and he's making moves, and he's going to continue to do that. Now with fucking Swifty, he was right here for a minute. Now he's elevating his status because, at least in the rap game, because he's fucking coming out swinging, but he's coming out swinging hard. These are the type of fucking this is the type of shit we like to listen to. You know, not necessarily Vatos disrespecting other Vatos, but Vatos, if you're going to diss in a booth, go hard. Come hard with it. He did. Twice. Double up. Not just once. He hit him with the uppercut, and this time he came with the overhand right. He's on his Jake Paul shit. Lyrically. Hey, some people be like, damn, Jake Paul's just a fake. Well, that's what they said about Swifty. until they seen Jake Paul knock motherfuckers' chins off, and then they're like, this white guy could go, right? Swifty can go too. So I compare him to Jake Paul. The comparison is real, right? Except for that lineup on Swifty's head. That right there got to go. You know what I mean? Him and Milk share the same barber. I'm pretty sure of that. So anyways, he drops the second disc, and I think we're all waiting for Chito Ranas to come. Because out of all them guys, I think Chito Ranas lyrically is the one. Let me tell you guys something. So Swifty got on the live the other day. I was surprised, right? Don't know what he was doing there. Didn't ask him to be there. Don't have his number like that. None of that. But me and Dubs are doing a live, and Swifty Blue pops in. And at first, I was a little sketchy, like, because there's a lot of people, trolls, that make fake accounts, try to act like someone so that way, and try to get disrespectful so you'll diss them so they can keep that, they can start that beef, right? It's what they did with me and AWACS a long time ago, right? You know, they went in his live and they acted like myself, and they started calling him all types of N-words and all types of shit. So he started going off on me, but it wasn't me. I didn't even know fucking he was live, right? This was when I barely started YouTube. I didn't even know about lives really. And that's how that started, you know? And I think that was the catalyst for all young Norteños to stop, to not like me, to be like, damn, he's dissing the homies like that. And this, when I really wasn't. It wasn't even me. It wasn't me. But we seen you in the Liz life. It wasn't me. But we seen you calling the N-word. Homie, that shit wasn't me. I don't say that. But anyways, it is what it is. So I thought that that's what they were going to do with Swifty, right? That's what they were doing. But no, it turned out we looked at his page. It was him. So we sent our respects, respectfully, you know. We put off the same type of energy, and myself, I'll speak for myself. I put off the same type of energy that people put off to me. If they want that, then they get that. If I'm right there, right? If they're cool, we be cool. If they're hot, then we be hot, right? If it's going to be ugly, then it's going to be real ugly, and that's it. And a lot of people know, man, when the back and forth wordplay, it's hard to beat me, right? I'm pretty good at that shit. My one-liners, I'm like Dave Chappelle. I got them all the time. But it wasn't about that. He thanked us for the realization of what he's got going on. And then I asked him a question. I said, what's up, bro? Out of all them dudes who you disrespected, who do you think fucking, who do you think's going to clap back hard? He was like, Chito could kill me lyrically. He'll dust me. He'll kill me lyrically. Now, Vato was very humbled. He said it himself, that Chito Ranas would smoke his ass in the booth. He said that fool was hard in the booth. And that was it. And he got up out of there and went to go do his little lives or whatever somewhere else, man. Like I said, very surprising that he jumped in, but he did. No, I think Swifty's changing. I don't think he gives a fuck anymore. I think politically, you know, I don't know if he's still with the Southern side like that and politicking and doing what he was doing, or if he, you know, was ever doing that. That's his business again. But it seems like he's turning a new leaf where, you know, just a few weeks ago, he was riding around in a car disrespecting the Norte and all hype, and him and fucking, he was all sweaty in a car with Chito Ranas, and their tetas were hanging down to the fucking flux capacitor. And it was ugly. I couldn't watch it. I could just listen to it because I almost threw up watching it. But just listening to it, I was like, wow. They're really going in, huh? NK and all that shit. And then he doubled back and apologized. And then the Rico Too Smooth shit came out and it kind of exposed Swifty for being, you know, someone who's really about the unity and not the negativity. And I respect that about him. You know, I think we all would love to see less violence and less raza killing raza or hurting them or disrespecting them. But this Vato came out firing last week with that diss, and now he's double backed. And now he's come out with another one. And this one, I believe, is a little bit more harder than the first one. Because this one, he's talking about, you suck pito and everything, Lil Mala. I'm like, fuck. I don't know who Lil Mala is. Is that, let me know, is that Chito Rana? Because he said he's a pitoso. And I was like, oh, shit, he's at the fucking pito de tajín? Damn. No pepinos, right? This is the no pepino zone. But whatever. Anyways, he's going in, and he even said out of his own mouth that he believes Chito Ranas is going to clap back and come back hard. So we're waiting on it. I'm expecting it. And to me, as long as you keep it in the booth and tell the truth, your truth, ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, a lot of these Africanos like Tupac, E40, Ice Cube, Big Daddy Kane, LL Cool J, all these rappers that everyone listens to, they always were in a beef and they did it on the mic. They dissed each other, whatever, called each other all types of shit. And then later on down the line, you see them at the fucking Rock and Roll Hall of Fame giving each other a hug. Because they break up to make up. That's all they do. First they love them, then they hate them, and then it's a game. And that's true. It really is true. Vato's, it's just music. It's just like it's competition. Who's better? I like Swifty. I believe Chito Ranas is a better rapper. I believe it's Chito, Swifty, and King Lil G, Lil Weirdo, and all them like that on the same level. But I think Chito's just a little bit better than them. The ugly as fuck, but he's better, right? That does down the kneecaps. But I'm sure he'll get it together. You know what I mean? Not like a burpee or two. Fuck, I said do a burpee. You know, this is how you spell it. B-U-R. You know what I mean? I could do that if you need that. But I've always liked Chito's music. He goes, and Swifty appreciates the talent, obviously, right? To disrespect him like that, but then to say, hey, this Vato will eat me up in the booth. What I think Swifty is doing is he's trying to generate conversation, trying to generate, not a beef, but convo. Get people to talk about it. Get people to promote this album. He did 100-something thousand views on his last one. This one was already at like 5,000 views in a few hours. He dropped it last night. It's going down. It's going down on the southern side, right? And a lot of people are like, damn, all them Vatos are disrespecting each other. It's just drama over there. That ain't what it is, man. They're playing your mind, homie. You know, probably these guys are all in the back booth together. Like, hey, Trip out. I'm going to go hard, and then you go hard, and then you go hard. Ready, set, hike, right? And right now, it looks like Swifty's quarterbacking this shit. Again, to use Lefty's fucking image, that picture, man, all cross-eyed and shit with his hands, that was cold-blooded, bro. That right there is a cold move. But it seems like Swifty's in the lab for reals, and he's being calculated. He's being a shrewd character. We're seeing a side of Swifty we never seen before. I always knew he could rap. I thought he was just a big mouth. I'm going to be honest with you. I thought all he did was just talk that shit, but was never about that shit. Wasn't really about that life. Tattoos, doing a little county jail time, that don't make you about the life. Okay, what makes you about the life is being respectful, humbled, and getting off when you're mad, where you're mad at when the time comes. You don't have to be out there and telling everyone your business and flexing and showing money and gold and jewelry and doing it. You don't have to do that. When you do that, you just become one of the other fucking clowns that there already is that's already doing that. If you want to be considered a gangster in the streets, then be in them streets like that. If you want to be considered a gangster rapper in the booth, then get your ass in the booth and talk about it. That's what they do. A lot of these guys made millions and millions of dollars like Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, and they were never gangsters. But we thought they were. The Raiders hats, the Jerry curls, the image that they portrayed had us out there buying Raiders jackets and Cortezes trying to look like NWA. When at the end of the day, them Vatos were going home eating fucking filet mignon, talking about cello. They weren't doing that shit. They weren't in the gut off the food stamps like us. They weren't in the projects in the barrios, fucking shoot them up, bang, bang like us, hunting the adversary and the enemy guy. They weren't doing that. They were going home. Goddamn, I'm glad y'all set it off. Used to be hard. Now you just went soft. And the whole time they were soft, right? So the dissing and all that doesn't make anyone really look bad at the end of the day. It's funny. It's good music. But you can't believe half of what you hear in these disses. Because you're going to take, it's one guy's opinion about other people. When they're mad, because this is the thing. When he was with Chito riding around, when Swifty was with Chito just last couple weeks ago, they were all types of fucking, gotta get up, gotta get going, I'm gonna see a friend of mine. They were all kinds of fucking Winnie the Pooh characters. They were, you had Pooh, Winnie the Pooh, and you had fucking, I don't know, what's his name? The rabbit, Eeyore. You had them. It was Eeyore and Winnie the Pooh riding together. And they were cool. They were fucking stepbrothers. Did we just become best friends? Yup. Right? They were that. You know what I mean? As long as he didn't put his balls on his drum set. But according to Swifty, he put his balls on his chin. So I don't know. That's what I'm saying. They were friends, and now all of a sudden it's like Pito this and Pito that, and you were doing this, and you're all kinds of, you know what I mean, transmissions. But it's just talk, man. Anyone could read between the lines. But I will say this. Swifty's killing them in the game right now. Lyrically, beat-wise, diss-wise, he's fucking it up, bro. And I don't see anyone other than Chito that can compete with that heat. Motherfuckers need to come together and get in the lab and do some shit. Because I truly believe Swifty sees it now. And he's just going to keep coming harder and harder and harder, man. And that's what it is. So if you haven't listened to it, man, it's out. It's called Letter to My Opps Part 2. Go trip out on it. And don't listen to the hatred. Listen to the music. That's what I do, man. I don't condone violence. I don't condone hatred. I'm not trying to instigate or pump shit up. At the end of the day, what I am instigating is for these guys to get in the booth and do a diss track back. I want to hear that shit. I'm sure even Swifty's antennas are up. He wants to hear that shit. So let me know what you guys think. All right, I'm gonna get up out of here. You know, because my stomach's hurting. I gotta eat something. I don't feel too good. My diabetes is fucking kicking in bad. I'm going blind and all kinds of shit. I can barely see Swifty Blue, but I know that's why I said Winnie the Pooh. That's what he looks like. And I know I'm going in the background like this, right? So, make sure you guys stay tapped in. I appreciate you. Like and subscribe. Thank you guys for all the support that I'm getting, man. I'm humbled and I appreciate you guys. Really, really do, man. I'm going to get with the super paisa today and drop it. So, stay tuned, man. Thank you guys. Make sure you guys tap into Gunners Collective TV. I dropped one about SB Chummer. You guys are going to like that. Swifty, keep doing your thing. Stay rocking. Respects. The gun.